if you need to compress the image size in terms of megabytes or the image size in terms of its dimensions, this is where you would use OrphanView to do exactly that, right? And I'll do just a quick demonstration of that. Now let's say that you've got, let's say, a JPEG. Maybe it's a poster from a student. In this case, I'm going to open an image. So this is an image that I took with my camera. And if I look at the specs of this image here, by going to file info, you will see that my file size is less than 30 megabytes. And though this size is less than 30 megabytes, if I try to drag this image onto, let's say, this Miro board that I have here, by drag and drop, Miro board says that you have exceeded my resolution, which was just right there, just now, and it has exceeded the dimensional resolution, not the size as in megabytes, right? So let me just open back that image here. Right, so it is indeed less than 30 megabytes, but look at the size. This is actually 16,000 pixels by 9,000 and plus pixels. Now, in order to make this image smaller, this would be an example of where I would use OrphanView to do that exact thing, right? Now, all I need to do is, well, at least for PC users, is just go to Open With, and I can say Open with OrphanView, and OrphanView is going to open this image, right? So this is that image there, that huge image, and all I'm going to do is go to File and go to Save As, and I will get a dialog box, and you know, I want to save it as a JPEG image. And oh, actually, before I do that, I want to resize. So I'm going to go to Image and say Resize or Resample. So here it is. You can see that this image is currently 16,000 plus pixels wide and 9,000 plus pixels high. So that is a pretty large image, and I can just choose one of these like standard sizes here. Like I can just choose 4K, which is that, and choose OK, and that's it. It has now resized the image for me. Now that it has resized the image, I can go to Save As, and I'm going to save it as a JPEG. So I'm going to, where it says Save As Type, I'm going to choose JPEG, and I'll just save it to my desktop, and I will give it the same name that it has. And additionally, I can even do further compression here, right? But I don't need to do that because the image size was already less than 30 megs, so I'll just leave that at 100%, and I'll choose Save. Alright, so now let's do that again, where I'll go to the desktop and I will locate my image. I'm actually doing that on another screen, and I'm going to drag that image here, and you will see where that image has now loaded. Now when you drag an image, depending on the size to Miro board, notice that you will get this loading bar, and basically the larger the file, the longer it will take to load, right? Now here I have the image, and if I kind of zoom out, you can see the template that was created here. Now if a student submitted this photo and this photo was supposed to be, let's say, tabloid size, right? This is where this this reference size comes in handy, because if let's say that this is a higher pass for a student A and I'm dragging it on the board, now I can just resize this to match the tabloid size. Let me just undo that a bit. There we go, just resize that. And there I have the tabloid size right here. Now, I can just delete this size. Well, I can ungroup it first, and I can just delete it because it has served its purpose. I know that this is about a tabloid size, so that is the intended size it was to be submitted at, right? So that's just a quick example of how I would resize an image to place on a Miro board.